Good morning and welcome to the Daria Reactions. I am Fred. If you are new to the channel, glad that you found us. If you are a returning viewer, I'm glad that you're back. We have reached the end of season 5. And as I think back to March mid March of 2024, just over a year ago, as the first episode of this series premiered on March 20th, 2020. As I think back, I'm going. I have to consider so many things, like what went into me picking Daria as a series to react to. Because hey, as I said many times, I was in high school when Daria was on MTV. I was a fan of the show back then. I was watching the show uh, when the new episodes were premiering every Thursday on Thursday nights. So why go back and rewatch something? Well, again, for many of the times, as I said numerous times, um, it was like 25 years in many episodes cases of when I seen them. Consider this: season 4 was in the year 2000. That's 25 years ago. I graduated from high school right when season 5 ended, 2001. That's 24 years ago. So you think back, okay, season 3 is 26 years ago. Season 2 is 27 years ago. Um season 1 is 28 years ago. Daria as a as a series is going to be 30 years old a lot sooner than anybody would think about, and it's a series that most people on YouTube don't even talk about. Don't even consider going back and looking at for whatever reason. There is one YouTube channel that has done some reoccurring Daria related content. I forget the name of it, but they've also done, I think, some episodes, some like, but they've done like full on discussion on the themes and stuff of it, as well as like a review format and with great editing. I forget, I can't think of it right now, but they also done some stuff on Static Shock. Was also on it. I wish I could remember the name. I think it's Shady Do Rags, or something to that effect. Somebody's gonna put it in the comments section. If you do, first one to do it, you're awesome. They're like the only other person I have seen on YouTube that's done any type of Daria focused content, and one of their videos is the episode that I'm going to be rewatching today for the first, literally for the first time in 21 years. Boxing Daria. I've only seen Boxing Daria once, and that was literally around the time I graduated high school, and I say that with that phrasing because I grad the graduation ceremony um was on a Saturday. I can't remember if it was the Saturday before or the Saturday after Boxing Daria premiered on MTV, because it was late June, but I can't remember exactly which Saturday it was that the graduation ceremony was. In terms of what do I remember about this episode, um, I believe it's the episode where Daria gets like reflects on things. That I think the theme of it, that Shady Do Rags video I've seen like several years ago, but it stands out to me to this point. Um, where Daria, I think, is self-reflective, and she obviously ends up in a box, but she starts thinking back over a lot of stuff that where she considers like things may have been her own fault to some degree, but that's all that I can remember in terms of its plot. Uh, um, yeah, we have that going for us in terms of me being able to remember that. So how we do this, if you're just here catching on to this episode here, because it's talking about we're going over Boxing Daria start to finish. And again, it's one of the most people consider it to be the greatest episode of Daria. But if you're new here, I do a running commentary. Reason why you won't hear any audio from the episode is because I don't shut my damn mouth, and I have like a absent-minded train of thought. This over here, we we're using the DVD box set, not the original case. I had to replace it because the original case was pure crap. But we put the composition blur, composite blur on, and we put the text over it for DMCA purposes. What the YouTube algorithm actually can tell if even through the composition, the composite blur, and a couple other things here. Next week we're gonna do Is It Fall Yet? The series finale, and then the week after I'm going to do a Daria tier list video where we'll go through every episode. Well, in a tier list, excuse me, S, A, B, C, D, and F, because there is one episode that's just like it goes beyond E. It goes beyond E. There is one episode that belongs in the F tier. This is where there'll be that episode, and that's a self censor. Think I edited that out? No. I can self censor easily. Anyway, let's get into it. Boxing Daria. Oh wait, before we do, please note this is disc 8 of the box set. 2 episodes here, and the rest is all DVD extras. With which is the movies are in the extras menu, by the way. So let me just point that out of just how bad this box set is. Alrighty, so let's get into it. Oh, they don't even include the intro for it. They did for uh previous episode. There's a car crash, screeching tires, Carl's Kitchens. The Morgendorfers are getting a new fridge. It's like, yeah, I know Helen Helen freaking out about a busted refrigerator. That's not funny because I went through that same thing. I went through that same panic. Was it 2 years ago? Basically, what was required was that the refrigerator literally turn off and turn it back on again. That was the solution. Yeah, why is it that they literally, if you're looking at the bottom of the frame of the episode of this episode in particular, you will notice in the shot where Jane and Daria are talking, going through the hallway of Lawndale High in the close-ups, their bodies are not flush with the bottom of the frame. In fact, this shot right here is like Jane and Daria look like they have no legs. Next spot checked. Authorized chocolate, nice. Oh right, Mr. O'Neill wants Daria to do to tour freshmen around Lawndale High. Like Daria is not the right person to. Wait, I take that back. Daria is the right person to help a young person. To have her be in charge of a group of young people, that's kind of acting for trouble. Two kids at the most. We've seen her be she's a great babysitter. Retirement. They gave her a retirement party at 65 miles per second. Okay, that's clever. All right, Tom's going on a little trip, and Daria is just hanging back. All right, so it's an overcomplicated refrigerator with different thermostat temperatures for everything. The refrigerator, what's there to think about? Oh, they left the box? Wait, wait. Helen wants Daria and Quinn to move the box? And I'm surprised that that's kind of weird. Uh, okay, Jake having a last minute trip and Daria not doesn't like Daria doesn't take too well to like Jake having a last minute trip and Daria and anyway she's remembering playing in in a refrigerator box as a kid. I'm surprised that Quinn is actually helping with this. Uh, is it? Oh wow! Asking Daria why Daria is so weird and she's remembering the cardboard box. Yeah, she's having flashbacks and such. He went to call Tom. Keeps looking at this damn box. Oh, and she is remembering back to when she was a kid. Oh, and Daria had a nice nice room. You heard her parents arguing. But obviously, Quinn would have been younger. There's Daria dragging the box back. Okay, so yeah, this is Daria being reflective and on the past. All right, so Helen's running late. Yes, trust me, a busted refrigerator is no joke. Another episode where Quinn has her bed head. Yeah, technically, Quinn is right. They did. Daria just dragged it back. Oh, she's threatening Quinn, but not the carrot sticks. Oh, Quinn is just cursing up a storm. Oh, and the box went back there, and and Darius is like, "No, this is my box, my box." Oh, and Kevin and Brittany are escorting the freshman around. I weep. Yeah, Mr. O'Neill was not thrilled with it, and Daria is not going to do it. Jane is right. If she's given the tour, she's not going to be in class. It's like getting out of class is the best reason to do anything. Hence why, no joke, I was on the student council my as vice president my senior year of high school. I'm not even kidding about that. Daria is a fifth wheel, an oddball, an outcast, a non-joiner. Nothing wrong with that. Wait, did Mr. O'Neill use reverse psychology on Daria just now? Almost. Well, no, it almost did, but silly Daria is bothered. But oh, Daria is not right. She's having some like Daria is having some PTSD. No, Daria is trying to find some comfort here. Tom is like you gotta realize something is wrong. Like Daria actually thought about going up there too, so it's like there's that to at least get her away. She's overreacting a little bit here. But again, why is it? Again, it's bothering me all the time I see it now. It's like anytime there's a close up, or nearly all the time, things are not flush against the bottom of the screen. It's most certainly a box. It's a big box. It's, Ari's gonna go sit in the box. It's right. Daria's in the box. Fla- Flashback to Daria as a kid, holding her, holding her blank up over. Oh, oh wait, Jake actually understood Daria that Daria does not want to fit in, and Helen is like saying like Daria does not know any better. She wants to fit in. It's like so Jake actually had it right on Daria. So Quinn does remember it. They were fighting about Daria, and Quinn was right to reconfirm it, and Daria's going back in the box. She was seeing a school psychologist. Okay, this is when you think about it, it does go back well to the first. It's actually this is turning into like a great book ending of the series when you think of as Steamsters, Daria seeing the school psychologist, and now she's this is the final episode seeing a child psychiatrist, one or the other. No, why would you want to play with the other kids? They suck. They got germs. Wow. Okay, so it's okay. So yeah, realizing that okay, knowing that Daria is like as a kid that's growing up late '80s into the early '90s and stuff. That would have been her real youth years with the school counselors and stuff like that. Yeah, that's about right. Where like those high expectations and stuff was like, oh yes, every kid needs to be social. Every kid needs to get me along. And you have your outsider kids who just like to read, who just like to stick to themselves. And Jake knew it that Daria does not want to fit in. All right, so yeah, I know, no, because the scene keeps repeating on it. But yeah, I can totally see where there's being some trauma and such there. And Daria had this cardboard box in her room, and like it was her little house. Okay, and Jake is back from his trip, and he sees Daria in there, and she's not responding. Jake, that's actually a kind of cool there. Jake is seeing, like, looking into the box, seeing her, and then ducking back down. It was a branding conference, not a band aid, Ponces. Not that type of branding, Ken. Oh, Quinn is going to tell him? Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah, the fact that Quinn remembers the fight and they don't. Yeah, you know what? If you have high speed internet, you can be in any type of box you want. Some some boxes have bricks involved and drywall, pipes. Yeah, why were they fighting and such? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with her not engaging with the other kids. Oh yeah, Jake was very tense. I can believe it. Yeah, that's not going to make Daria feel any better that she was the topic of a fight that had that basically had her parents split out. Like when Jake left, it's such a got Jake got so angry that he left. Daria just left and drove and is driving up to Tom to see Tom. Oh, and it's raining. On top of everything else. Oh wait, the episode started with it was sounding like a car crash. Oh, and oh no. So everything up to this point, from the beginning of the episode up to this point, is Daria have it was all a flashback of sorts. Oh wow, Daria just goes up and hugs Jane out of the blue. Oh, and it does establish that Daria in this episode is 17. The fact that age she calls Jane and runs up to hug Jane is like was really shocking. Yeah, so Daria is realizing how much of a pain she's potentially been. So But hey, that you to speak to Tom, to Jane is the person she trusts the most, and it's like, hey, good on Jane being available to get to Daria too. Like Jake is trying. Oh, okay. Oh, Daria is no misfit. Uh huh. Wow, Jake was gonna say something. Helen just kicking him to shut up. Totally broke the toe, and hey, the box is there. Oh, Quinn put the box in her room. Oh, that yeah, again, it's a sweet moment from Quinn there. That's like if Daria, like, okay, didn't know if Daria was going to need the box or not. So it's like here, okay, that was cute. Okay, Daria got to lift to school. Oh wait, Daria and Jane. Daria is giving the damn student tour. Helen Purgatory is the gym in the locker room. She's not wrong. I'm surprised these kids are not. None of them are reacting negatively to the stuff Daria and Jane have done there. They had a picture. Okay, I never want to see Upchuck as Richard Simmons ever again. Thank goodness I won't have to. Um. Okay. Um. Obviously, I got a lot more quiet there. Where when Daria was having her conversation with Jake and Helen and such on the like what it was like raising her and everything, and I can safely say is like it for me that hits a lot closer to home. I don't have the greatest relationship with my dad, and obviously my mom's passed away uh like a little over 2 years ago. And I can safely say my dad did not like to have to deal with me any times was like any situations with school and stuff like came up. Like my father absolutely hated having to do anything that was related to uh any issues I was having in school. So so that that is certainly reflective of that certainly hits me a certain. I know I was a pain in the ass as a particularly as a teacher because where when I stopped caring about grades and stuff, especially once I got conned into joining the army and doing that delayed entry program, which was one of the biggest mistakes of my life. But still, it's a fine episode. It's a great book. It's a great bookend to with how the series started. To actually have the series the the series finale being the episode where you got to see Daria, like a major moment in her life where she's reflective, has some trauma from it. The fact that Quinn remembers it, and there like some really touching moments, and you have like great moments with Daria, Jake, and Helen, just to close out the episode, and a strong moment with Jane. Uh, there there was certainly enough meat on the bone there. Why most people would consider it to be the greatest episode of Daria, I would I wouldn't go that far. I can think of a few episodes I certainly think were a lot better, but in terms of bookending the series, the parallels between where Daria was as a character. If you look at where Daria was as a character in Steamsters, the first episode, and where she is at the end of uh of Boxing Daria, right? Could you imagine season one, episode one, Daria, having a boyfriend that you would consider seeing, openly hugging Jane, having a positive relationship enough with Quinn, where Quinn says like literally takes the box that she knows was is being important to Daria and like literally taking it into putting it in Daria's room with a note saying, "Don't know if you'll need this or not." Like if you it's like the character evolution from season from where Daria evolves as a character and in her journey. Obviously, it's not done yet because we still have Is It Fall yet to for me to rewatch so. But the Daria's journey and evolution of a character, it's certainly there, and it really shines through in this episode to a fairly large degree, especially in the third act. When Daria leaves, she gets there's the accident on the highway, and and then I realize that like the first two acts of the episode are is essentially a flashback. Everything that led up to Daria like spinning out there is like because the first few seconds of the episode, you just see the screen is black. You're hearing the tire squealing, and there's a crash. And dude saying, "Are you okay?" And then we don't see what happened there until when Daria leaves and storms off to go up to see Tom. Um, and but it also goes to show there's like when that happens, Daria makes it to a diner, and the person she's able to call is Jane. Jane's there. Daria, literally, the one time you see Daria at probably her most vulnerable as a character, getting up from the booth in the diner, running to the door, and hugging Jane tightly was again. Could you imagine season one Daria doing anything like that under any circumstance? Because she wouldn't have anyone there like she would have had that level of trust in, obviously. Um, the other thing is here is I gotta remember it's like well, this also firmly establishes Daria's age as being 17 in this episode. She's 6 in the flashbacks, and then Gwen actually remembering a lot of the details too. Because for Quinn, it was probably traumatic in its own right. The argument and stuff between Jake and Helen, because you have your parent, you hear the loud shouting and stuff, and then you hear a door slamming, and then a car driving off, and then the next morning, probably you don't see one of your parents there, but then obviously Jake obviously comes back home. As they tell it, but it's there's just so much there. And you get that nice closure there, like the final scene of of the series itself. Not counting Is It Fall Yet, is Daria and Jane giving a tour to the next wave of freshmen, soon to be freshmen at Lawndale High. Is a wonderful, wonderful capper. By the way, the DVD menus, the extras here on the DVD box set. Character profiles, the pilot sealed with a kick, the music video, freaking friends, Daria and Jane top 10 countdown, the plot, the pilot script for the spin-off Mystic Spiral, cast interviews. Oh wait, I keep calling it. Is it fall yet? Is it college yet? I keep thinking. You know what? I'm gonna sound like a complete moron. It's just like, is it fall yet? Yeah, I already did. Is it fall yet? It's is it college yet that I have to watch? What? the hell? I've been calling it the, and I just realized that now. Oh boy. Maybe it's because Is It Fall Yet is more iconic, and Is It College Yet? Uh, basically got it's an incomplete version, but yeah. Just realizing that. Why do I sound like an idiot? Because I already did the video for Is It Fall Yet? Anyway, like, comment, subscribe if you're so inclined. Tighten your friendship bracelet. Stay safe. Next week we'll be doing Is It College Yet? And and then the week after that will be the tier list video. Till next time, have a good one, folks. Bye. See you in the next video.